I'll repeat that. I had a request to repeat. This is Personal Alchemy, Craig in his t-shirt today. And I had a request. I was going through, like, we're in this world of overwhelm, and the theme today is the toxic stress cycle via Jack Tips and the sclerology people and stages of congestion. And so in today's world of overwhelm, the main vitamin for the nervous system is the bees, and different bees. We're going to go into that later. So watch the next recording after this if you're watching the recordings, or watch the recording on the toxic stress cycle and how stress and the bees are related. And then, so I asked, the next question was, what is the main mineral for the nervous system when we're overwhelmed? And the answer was magnesium. Great. And then you want to look at nerve pairings next to that. So you've got calcium in the 4 alkaline minerals, they're paired together in a set of 2. One is yang and one is yin. One is stimulating, one is relaxing, loosely put. And so calcium activates actin, I believe, the muscle fibers that cause muscle contraction. And then magnesium activates myosin, the muscle relaxing protein. So actin, myosin, you see there's a contraction, relaxation. So that's why people that don't get enough magnesium, that's why magnesium is a laxative, because it relaxes the bowel muscles. It stops spasms in the bowel muscles. So for you students here, you might ask yourself, how can I spot a spastic bowel without doing invasive procedures? And we'll get to that in the next recording. How do I spot a spastic bowel in what part of assessment that we've already talked about? It's plain as day in a few of the different parts you can scan. And we'll talk about that in the next recording. So calcium, magnesium balance, because calcium helps with cramps too. A lot of people get enough calcium, not enough magnesium. A lot of people get enough magnesium, not enough calcium. But my own leg cramps didn't go away until I started taking calcium lactate with my magnesium. And I had just forgotten. It's like, wow, I saw these leg clamps and I'm getting 900 milligrams of magnesium a day. What the fuck? And then, oh yeah, I'm not getting any calcium with it. And then went away. So that tells you something. And then the other one, so the main mineral for the nervous system is magnesium. Why? Because it also is involved in every reaction in the mitochondria involving energy production for ATP. It should read magnesium-ATP, actually. So if you're deficient in energy, the first thing you gotta look at is, am I getting enough magnesium? And the easiest way to get magnesium, if you don't want to buy a supplement, is green juices. That's right, green juices. So then the next pair is sodium and potassium. Sodium is a very yang element. It's very warm on the system, and potassium is very alkaline and very relaxing. And so potassium-rich foods are generally sweeter. Sodium-rich foods are generally savory. And so if we don't get enough potassium-rich foods in our diet, we crave water and we crave fruit and we crave sugar and sweets. And if we don't get enough of the sodium-rich foods, we're going to crave salty, crunchy animal foods, French fries, meat, beans. The vegan will crave nuts. That's the main craving for the vegan that's not getting enough alkaline, enough alkaline sodium yang energy. So the sodium, potassium, teeter-totter. So for the nervous system, when we're overwhelmed, we want to be really careful with excessive salt in our diet in any form. We don't want to go excess because it can be tension producing. And we want to be careful with excessive calcium supplements also. We want to err on the side of more magnesium than calcium. And this time of year, especially more potassium relative to sodium. And that's fruits and vegetables, and seaweeds. You know, and in nutrition, it's not hard to think of your potassium-rich food. You just think fruits and vegetables and seaweeds, certain herbs, and you're good. So that's our little piece by request of this balance. And so you want your magnesium-rich foods, your B vitamin-rich foods, and then the final thing in the herbal kingdom, you want to make sure that you're getting nourishing foods, and that would be your nerve nourishing foods would be celery, endive, prunes, in the herbal kingdom, skullcap, Scutellaria lateriflora is #1 nerve food without being too sedating. Gynostemma, gotocola, bacopa, St. John's wort, they're all nerve food with different properties. If you want stimulation of the nervous system and you're basically, your consciousness is really dull and heavy, then you go calamus root, C-A-L-A-M-U-S, calamus root. And that's our little nervous system support video that I'll be posting to YouTube, and maybe YouTube will leave it up for their community guidelines this time. I don't know, kind of unsafe to talk about healthy, free stuff. I don't know.